Somebody sent me a good question about one of the problems on the finding the period of a sinusoidal function from a graph. So what we're told on this is that the midline intersects the sinusoidal graph at right here, right at pi 2.75, and that we have a peak at 5/4 pi and 6.75. Okay, so the period, right, is just kind of the, what do I say? It's the amount of horizontal space that the sinusoidal function takes to go through a full cycle before repeating itself, right? So it's going to go through here, 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 until it gets to here. And then this is where this, you're just going to have this repeat over again, just over here. So it'll go up again to its peak, go down to its midline, go down to the bottom, right, until it repeats its shape again. And so the periodic functions repeat their shape. So the period is just the basic unit of that repetition. And when we look at this, right, what we know from sinusoidal functions is that if this is at the midline and this is to the peak, this is really 1/4 of the period, right? You've got 1/4 of the period here, you've got half of the period here, you got 3/4 of the period here, and then you've got the whole period here. So whatever the distance is between this point and this point, horizontally speaking, right? Not the absolute distance, but just the horizontal distance. That's going to be 1/4 of the period. So if I take the x values to get the horizontal distance and subtract them, 5/4 pi minus pi is just going to be 1/4 pi, right? Because this is 1 pi or 4/4. If I subtract 4/4 from 5/4, I just get 1/4 pi. So that's, like we said, that's 1/4 of our period. So if I multiply this horizontal distance right here by 4, I'm going to get the whole period. So 1/4 pi multiplied times 4 gives me pi. So I know the overall period of the function is going to be pi units long, pi radians long. So I hope that helps a little bit on this this question.